Hi, my name is Rory Masters, and I'm here to teach you about a tool Potemkin has that you rarely see above high level, but most people should be capable of doing. All Potemkins should be familiar with the classic -RC Buster. However, he has a tool that does what this does better. I'm referring to the Fast RC Buster. A Fast RC Buster has two execution prerequisites you must be able to do. First off, you need to be able to dash roam and cancel. And second, you need to cleanly and consistently get a pot buster input within about 15 frames from start of the motion to the finish. But these aren't very high requisites. Chances are many Potemkins as low as 4 and 9 have the required execution, but aren't taking advantage of this technique till they're well into Celestial. Fast RC is done by inputting a special move or a button between frames 12 and 19 of the RC startup. RCing Buster this way has many advantages. First off, it preserves our momentum and adds a ton of range to our Buster, comparable to carry canceling. Second, as the name implies, it's fast. At closest range, Buster hits on frame 19, which only lays frame 23 if you're very far away. For reference, the generally agreed upon minimum human reaction time in a fighting game is about 18 frames, so we're right on the cusp of what people can even see. Third, it's surprisingly easy to execute compared to a lot of other pot shenanigans. Because of how fast RC works, it cannot be carried, so we don't have to worry about carry canceling it, which leads me to my method of execution. For this, I'm using both the dash macro and the RC macro baked into Strive. If you don't use these, you might still be able to use my method, but it will be harder. There's a little quirk of dash RC, where if you press dash while holding a direction, there's a frame or two here where you can press any direction as you press RC. It'll still give you the dash in the direction you held while dashing. So I will input dash for the dash RC, start my pot buster motion as soon as dash is pressed, just to get that little extra bit of leniency to complete the motion before frame 12. Then, we'll input RC within a few frames, just like normal dash RC. Part of why fast RC is hard is that, as mentioned, you can't cancel until a certain window within it. However, this window is unbufferable. Normally you must time it within that 7-frame window. That said, motion inputs or specials are fairly lenient with when we can press buttons relative to the motion, so we can just mash P, and so long as you have finished the clean pot buster motion before the cancelable window, you'll get Buster every single time. This is an incredibly powerful technique because you can use it basically anytime you have 50 meter. There's obviously a ton of uses for this. Be creative and find your own, but we're going to list a few of my favorites here. Mixing it in with your Hammerfall PRCs. Have them in the corner with 50 meter, and you're just holding down back. Make them gamble between letting you reset pressure and getting scooped. They know you know how to set up double Groot in the corner and are respecting it. Take them out. This one can be especially nasty because you can hear the Groot voice line and then get busted anyway. Oh no, you missed a pot buster? No, silly. No, you didn't. There's a lot more I'm not covering here. This is just meant to be an overview of the basics. Different moves can give PRC more speed, BRC and PRC have different ranges, etc. But this should be a nice primer for you. A fellow Potemkin has an excellent Twitter thread on the topic. I've linked it in the description if you want to research further. I hope this was informative. If you'd like to see me, you can find me on Twitter at Rory Masters, or on Twitch at twitch.tv/Aurorius, both linked below. Happy busting!